Oya bota now. Ugi bota we se anyone wa be enu po ogbon na. Osalobo Olawo no ge uyi no ro e mama no ma no salobo ayi le lupe to 2026 ni mayena. Osabo na mo lobo ma. Ore 2025 no lele wa ri na we gbe yan ladia. Ezo no ebi no ga no ebi ne ma no eyi ano arupo no gbera Osalu dazi nla onika oredo ya fere na mu yare eni wa edene na me bota ma we sun na bota na we ka 1000 no gbera na we iba ati iba na to tayi akota aya ro nede enu na ibi agayo na oni ma te ibota makawe tamani mate na arena evani agbo egwa ibota ede na ore wa oteme bisugbe Victor
edonebu wa donebu zomo wa ya selu gbe upogbo ni mala na ogogo no lo wa imi igbe wa imi mu wa imi ebe o oba atope
ise ore wa oteme pastor ka bari unamure
ibi edonowo me ofo egbosa ogbago yaro iselogbe wa be na ka wa bi tota wa bi dawe ofo egbosa ogbago waro oba atope
ise me so abosa nge no bia o no ri edo ba yo ko awe do ya fere me we to wa ya o saru dazu no jo hin aro no jo fun egbe aro me o ya aro onu wa ni wa ri ano o salobo ene ni ka o adino de nu wa ne do ya fere oba atope anyone even magwakana afiworie noro de enwere iru na na mewe obi no ye no sulu nupo nema ore otano ladan we uwabi gbe no ore ihe na te no gyan no ore kinu do no ma defio ore okianu kian ayi onuwa aze emonuwa agugun a iyama odo ame na we ezo raaro yaro okuriri owa bieleme ezo na waro ege ya dekere ezo ni kede agwalo to okunu we aye ya yin no odo we aye alele kano no ri o eyo na do biele eni ya fero kekinado ekinadese ye ni wa ma ho ni mage sesemesi so pa uwo wa ma kege bo ye wo wa we o te pastor
domo
ja ko wa ge ko lo gbera ya fi wo de na ge
wa se no wa many kata bu so no gbera we upogmo agala oyo ma no ti papa oge be fun ne abi gwe obono pa ebi gwe ladia eri e mu pogmo yi ma be ti oge nu pogbera ne eri fo e ga o eri amuru pa ti de o eri tomatoes ya yi oboka abe gwo ni ne ogbon eye so pe o imi no wu nupo iya gire ni majina no re mortuary egire ni majina na mu yo to ne nupo egire ni majina we no ra gbon ka we eri e ke ma mi ma so mo na no gire yi wo e ka ya fi yo to no ma o ke pa o so no dazi apa ma o yo le orie tini mani maya supona sokma ukpo ogagise atuta na waju ulebo kia la we vekrikri ude dagba kia we yo enegbo we tota ogogmo o sa bari enu na de kenu we mana jise nupo da fi weri eso nu onu ri eyo kigio wa pa uwi wewe ye ebe so wa la ya wa we azu igapapa abo won agari be ka ota iri wa lowi e no ki wari ase ma no wa bi agari palo ofonoro egbere ya wi e we wa la wi palo ni ọwọ́ awia zuzu èso rọ kókó ya kókó àìpẹ́ lábẹ́ mọ́lá yẹn kó wà àpẹ́ ọ̀ka àfiwèrè ẹni bú ìrọ̀ òpọ́gbọ́n àìrè wẹ́yì tó ta wà á rí ẹbí ayé kpó rẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀nu yá mi yẹn ni ayé tó gbé sùn múra wẹ́yì wò rẹ̀ wẹ́yì dèní èso dèkìní náà kọ́ òpònà gbéra dèkìní mana wúse òpònà gbéra dèmí náà wí mẹ́ òpònà gbéra bá ọ̀sẹ̀ náà wí mẹ́ ẹ̀nà yà fẹ́ wẹ́yì tó ta wò yóò wà yóò wò gbé màmá zẹ́mi nùkẹ́ yà gbọ́n dọ́ọ̀rọ̀ àná mi yẹ wẹ́ wúrẹ́rẹ́ sí múna wúrẹ́rẹ́ sẹ́kì ẹ̀gẹ̀nùgbẹ́ yà sẹ́kì ẹ̀ bá nọ gbọ́ àlọ́ rẹ̀ àwọn akaba wíyà iye pé má dé báwọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ́ à ẹ̀kọ́ sọ́ba náà wẹ́rì yẹ má dọ̀ gbọ́ àlọ́ sí ọ̀sí bìẹ́ yà á tẹ̀ dèbí igó ni wíwẹ́ rẹ̀ rí de dẹ́ẹ̀ rí ọ̀gá anọ́nu pò wẹ́ fi ọ̀bọ̀ wẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ ọ̀dọ̀rọ̀ ló wà ẹ̀zẹ̀zẹ̀ sáwọ́ àwọn wẹ̀ yẹ ẹrẹ́ zọ́ arábì ọ̀bùkà yẹ iye zọ́ wẹ́ẹ̀ làpọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ wọ́n fi yín wẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ adùn anọ̀wẹ̀ ayédèyẹ nìyẹn òpẹ́nà pé ó wá ọ̀gìrì yẹ ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ̀yẹ èyí sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀dún fi lọ wẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ ọ̀gá ayéri ọ àfùmẹ̀gbẹ̀ ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nà ọ̀gbìn ọ̀hún ẹ̀ àfẹ́gbẹ̀ yóò wárí ńdá àfẹ́gbọ̀sán ló wá ẹ̀ẹ́gbù ẹ̀zọ́ ọ̀wá náà gbìgbé àfẹ́gbẹ̀sẹ̀ ti àrẹ́bà wẹ́ẹ́ fi wẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ wẹ́ẹ́ dábẹ́ ọmọ nẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ níra nẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ níye àrà tí a mi ọ̀wẹ̀ wá sámẹ́mẹ́ àmì ọ̀wẹ̀ wá ìdí ọmọ àtòpọ̀ ẹ̀fí pọ̀ yóò tọ̀ ọ̀yọ̀ iye èdè dẹ́gbẹ̀bọ̀ lákùnì ọ̀yìn lè báyé ògbẹ́tù wẹ̀ yẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀bọ̀ yẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀wẹ̀ òpó náà wẹ̀ fi wẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ n'afia gbọ́sọ̀ ọba mẹ́kì náà gùn àlọ́sọ̀ wa ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
ẹni wa wà hẹ́ẹ̀ náà táì àfiwòrẹ́ ẹ̀ màkànà báyà àfiwòrẹ́ ẹ̀ òyònú náà gbéra ẹ̀ òwò ya gbọ́ àlọ́ gbọ́ àlọ́ mọ̀dà ìwé sọ̀rọ̀ n'oye kàmẹ́ òun àwọn ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ ní hùwà ẹ̀ nọ ìhò náà hùwà ẹ̀ nọ ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ nọ ànànẹ̀rù yìí wà rọ̀ ó dìgbò ẹ̀ ó fi ọ̀bọ̀ dàsálóbọ̀ ó fi ọ̀bọ̀ dàníkà èmi náà ni mú un dáná ẹkì náà ni mú un dáná jẹ́dúró dẹ́mi ra ẹmọ nìrísí ibi má nìrísí má ní ẹmọ rí sí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́kọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ wà nírú yáyà ẹ̀wọ̀n wà dọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ òdèrò lákẹ́ àwùjọ ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ́pà wà ọmọọ̀sẹ̀ wàrà ẹ̀wọ̀n sábà náà gìrì rú ẹ̀mọ rẹ̀ sábà náà gìrì ara màrí ẹ̀mọ rẹ̀ ń dá ọmọ tó pa lẹ́gbó ya muda ofe muda owu muda ya odo sodo ni odo arodo dogwa lo mami na ni ru yi o wa no ose na boyi ose na zese yi iwa we tawe do ni wa oda wa ni Jesus ya ka no Jesus se na yo gba
le ru yi
na ni ru yi we yo afi wo ri odo are e ma gun ma ya e do we no nezo ezo ka zo no isunu ezo no de no ko ba we politician de awo to se ka ọ̀rí pọ̀lọ̀sẹ̀ ìwé rẹ̀ ní àrò ẹnẹ́gbìn à ọ̀rí pọ̀lọ̀sẹ̀ yíyan politician rẹ̀ do ma yí tẹ̀lé ẹ̀mẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀mẹ́ dá ẹ̀rọ tí ma òbí rẹ̀ àárọ̀ náà òbí yé náà àárọ̀ náà yíyan ikú ètò ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀rọ kàyé dé yín níwọ̀n ẹ̀ àmẹ́gbàwé gẹ́ ẹ̀mẹ́kẹ̀ òwe rí náà lọ́pàá jáwé ẹ̀wẹ́ sọpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ẹ̀yà do ẹ̀ náà ẹ̀kọ́ má rí ẹ̀ ẹ̀mà ní ìbú yọ̀ yéye wà láwòwò wọ́gà fi wò dé àárọ̀ wàgà àárọ̀ wò tẹ́dọ̀ wajaro tedo no bayo wajaro tedo state na mi o gboso we politics ni waru osu wa ogiwa ya dole gbe yi ogiwa dole wo yi ogiwa go ba dole to yi we ya se gbe yin so ni o ni inuka ni ka inuka de ya se o to ni ma me e won mu ma mi ma to fo èmi na re o tedo ni ka gbosun general post office no re agbo o tedo la do luro ni gbe do la dia àmì máa ìwòrò nígbè àmì máa ìwà gbọ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè àmì yé kí gbá wọn òtẹ́ forest rẹ̀ gómọ̀pá kíyà àwọn àmì máa ẹ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè àmì mọ́sọ̀gàn ìyá lórílẹ̀-èdè àmì gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́lẹ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè àmì níkòrò àwòyà ẹ̀dọ́ yẹn ni ìyá fẹ́ ẹ̀ ní wọn ẹ̀ ní màá hàn ní àwẹ̀ ìyàn so ìyàn ládìí ìyàwó náà fi òtọ́ ìyàn níyà rẹ̀ níkòrò àkẹ́gẹ́gẹ́lẹ́ òtẹ́dọ̀ màmá ẹ̀ yẹ gun ayọ̀ màmá gan ma wà wọn wàgàfi wò ní àárọ̀ òpó ráyé náà wàgàfi wò ní àárọ̀ nágbà ọ̀tọ̀sẹ̀ rányàtọ̀ ni wọn náà gbó má dìá ọ̀nyàtọ̀ àríwòtọ́ lè nà dìá wọ́n yé kẹrẹ ní adé èmi ọ̀rẹ́ Nàìjíríà láti ẹ̀ mápù náírà wò ní ẹ̀yà rọ̀ náà yà gbẹ́sọ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀ mẹ́rin ẹ̀wẹ̀ sọ ẹ̀gbẹ́.
àwa gbé náà àwa gbé ọ̀pọ̀gbọ̀n ẹ̀ máa láàánà ibùdó ẹ̀ máa yeye kẹ́kẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí náà ibè kí náà yàwé òpó náà yẹn ọ̀wẹ́ ukponupo gbera ne ukpogbo na yela na afia gbenoro kewa lauda oro edo wa do egwa lo ibude na beni ma bude ni mi ma wa odo wa me ni kan edede egbe are oba ni gwe otuni ni aviokia ya ma ye obopa ya mu ya o wa nezo ye awu ma mi la o ti ya mi ebo so agbo ni o ti ye la ma wa ari oba wa re manu wa gba ore ihe de mama nu wa mama re yo to upogbon na iwe lana ni manu wa gba ore ga bi yala o da o ni e kan se no kan mo mo kan edede gbegbe weru sun e no bodo re no gba o ga bo gbugbo a na ti Ministry of Agric fertilizer na wa viore na ya mewe to opa ati ilu e ipugi oya bi eyan oya emi ko yira mawo wa na ri no to ni no to me kina ri no ma no ma lu wa viore to do wa ra ya ogupo na no be de wa re mama he opia aye se ti adoya ugama ase ti adoya olima na ti ifal ase ti adoya dari oba di onari oba mama na ya mewe ati subsidy ore ifu opa amare ke na be na be subsidy yi de opia ni no na be de no bu office ore government iparo opia hinwa ugama emi na ya gbugbo ya hinwa wa ya de bi wo no ma kan gbe ori e ti na o ma ope akewoko ni gbugbo ni aya se ti munimuna ni aho ni anwina ma ni bu wa ro ni yen na go no ya se ti ya de opia ama ewe adiden ajomaya ya fia abi adiden ajomaya ya gbo abi oba we wo we abi oba la wo ri an mane ro wa na we wo ri ma atumugaro ma be lawo da o ogbe na teme ma no manya mi ari ro na ri emi no yo na mi ro mi yan dori ewuku oba atope
ise anyway ya iwa dan heaven ni matana rusabo ola wo iyi be lele no keke no ro opona e ma gwa kan no gbera no ma defi ofo e ma na yinu kan ma we gwa kan unu ni ma filo be mi na re ni ati media unu ne do ya gwa ni ya gbegbe gwa ma ni ma mi o vi awa e ma pare wo na e ma pare Nigeria e ma palu e mi na re mi ati eyi utamuta ogi ma wa we so we ni wa ma ogi ma ya en egbe wo sunu wala wo wa gbere iwo kuda oni no wa siokon ni mane donya o wa siokon eyi ni kere no ma metu gugun wa ri eba ya ke ba ya fi gbugbe ya ro ya ona mara wo de aya gbe e ri o tan pastor ko
domo wa to pe owe mi ga sunu we bo we oye kwere ga so bogedo okin owe wa me we no sunu na ni o to sege bo ligue e bo da that politics or ligue nunda e ma dani revo e o to sege bo vio ya nwina abi zaguda abagbera gbiri e ma na ga mie wa mu yan ulela e yan lo ba ze we ga mo pa mo ma dani ni una mbwe e police mu e yete gbe awe vaba ya yi tamuta tie ne gbo manis o ma beno se a boy beno ni ze bonio o ha beno si a ge ari kinoni o iba mo ise we si a ge abe keke ni bi kana ya gba ore gbe ano ayu no dai no do ra no tie we o ma ni po ma no agele si a de mi ze na kana ga we ni danya ni da de mi na tie awa na gere ga awa owo mana ye kwa mu obiera bi ye ne obiera emo eni dana gere sunu wo ye gbe no sunania we o carry oba ke o carry oba ye Nigeria ya ipa senator no ma ona du igomu o ma ye gan e de do gara ma ni o pa na yo pa egbe no sunu e ga li igoro masigo dati wa na gi obiere yin ni ba ege ni bi diagbo yara wele geni o government abe ba no mura o tesegabo ni muna bari oba egbe da do na gwo o ga gwo wa ke tienge wo fiese wa ga gbe ebe to so we gbe ge uke mu ari o de kere permanent secretary ye we be na gbe na ki da do mebu mosa so pe ge di pa mo to oro na ga do mi na te million ara ga do emu ara ba gbe yo gbere no pa we ara we ye ka ba we wa do gbe mi na mo so po wa ga rara se o era negere wa ka bo wa ra se e ya wa do mu e uje ibozere na o ya igun ya nu ni ke we ya lu e ya yo we awe e do so wa unda gbo uri e ba poge ba e o ri emi no gi sunu te bo na ni a mi e ke na mi e kolo yo kwa da ya dole mi o ge nu we gwa ka ba no sunu ne bo te social media o we o ma no ka ge bono re bu ye ige to eni e ga wi
Eni e ga wi.
egbe ni mari dia dori ya mu egbe gboto mu egwa gboto ne ma na iwa sobo kan obi yo ba dogun ayo obi wobo idogun ayo obi Hausa dogun ayo obi egwa na ke na iya zanko egbe mi ri oni e ma no ja pa na ti o pa so be mo ma nya ogwe ya eku ogwe nda we na bia ku aga he ara agbite ga e owo ri obe ga yo bo geke na mojo ewe bo obo moto oji wagi malige muna ane kere na suno ya segbe owi yaji eri ono abe paso no abe gbe na paso no fi aba no samo owo ba meze ado ayipin abo pani aya agi agbo ya fe keno boy wa ke bo ma wa ayipin abo pa agi agbo ya nu dawe unyime ogeke no gi sunu webu ni ma la o we gwa kai moto baba we otone ema ni lega mami maikia we mi o we do paro ya sini osege wa pa bari ni ero so po wa se gbi mi ma ado sikan supe ado mu egbe ladian ara feel nu giegbe ti ma me ma ni gwa fi esi be bona ti ma me ma ni gwa gbin na be bona so pa igbin na ni bi do we na ya gwo be ra bi ye kan no na ya kwikia ye gbon we na ge gwe be ere lama o e managbe o wa managbe magwo regbe so po ga se wewe ya akoni e bare amie we ala gwo popo pada be ni kata e no gbera ibi e go benue o gi adin ni amako unda e ka gele mi ago ne abe ranu regbo ni aya agia ka gele mi ago ne o e bu we gwe go gwa o bi benu o bi ka ba o bi ogoja no unda e meme gbi mani ba wa mo fanu de kolo yokma mo paga e yo bo
o se
e na ya fe dori abu na ya fe ne i ma ya koko ni ya mo yoto na imi o to segebu ni agebo na manegwa na gebo na mano mo no ba na la wo omo la we mi dana ka ye mi dan o omo de we si aka ma ge mi si o nu da we have to be no we are le na ye be de dori o ya be de na ko oba atokpe
we se no we ko de na
oba e ba ko
o sare bo ayiyi ni yoto ne ebe na ta eni wa o da o wa di ma ni bon wo hion e ru da we vivie ru e o ka kin e no de ka do ne o esaje me o ye ni wa ke do na zeke ya we obi edo ipa gbe o fiunu je do o fiunu ẹ̀yin orí ọba gbòrìrì o ọba gbòrìrì o ọba gbòrìrì e má ta ẹnu èmi ni ẹ ta tó sẹ èmi lórí ẹrùn náà nànà wá tó sẹ ń dá ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ná wá rẹ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀dọ̀ sùn ní wọn ọ̀pẹ ọ̀kẹ́dọ̀ á sùn wa mi owe egbe no sunu dia na owe ri owe wa howe ni adane no maba unda South Africa obi mana ori no ri polose no ro de o Egypt ga de ke poro ga de unda ebore ya te liye wa ana we he o ana we gbe mo wo de gbe wa ki ma ru yi no ma se Deo ebi so ma ko dore no ma he ni ebo o me na be dole yi e o me yen na be na yen to bi yen be ge salo ba la wo wa emi no kiani o wa gi mani bu o hion be ne ibi ma so ya ìyá gùn àdòbọ̀ miẹ́ wé èrìnà nọ́sùnù anáròẹ́ òkè àbẹ̀sẹ̀ gbà àbẹ̀sẹ̀ bá wẹ èmi ní nọ́sùnù rẹ̀ náà yẹ ẹ̀ àbẹ̀dọ̀lẹ́ yìí wọ́n láwọ̀ wọ̀ ìbòtà rẹ̀ dẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n ẹ̀ òpó ọgbọ́n ni màá mú ẹ̀ náà ẹ̀yìn màá náà gún aká nọ́sùnù gbèrà rẹ̀ inú pò lámìẹ̀wẹ̀ àdọ̀lẹ́ yìí yàsẹ̀ gbẹ́zọ yàsẹ̀ gbàwẹ̀ politician wẹ́n náà tẹ̀wẹ́ ká tà sí ìyàn tó bí yàn a politician rí bí ẹ̀dùn wà tó bú wà ẹ̀ ti tiẹ̀ ní wà ẹ̀ ti wẹ̀rù wà gbé wà láwọ́ wà gẹ́ àdọ̀lẹ́ àbò wà rẹ̀ rẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ wà tà ẹ̀ màrí yọ àríbù màrí ètí màá nìrí ọ̀rẹ́ màá yá ìyàn lọ́gẹ̀ ẹ̀ sì mà bọ̀ wọ́n náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ wọ́n náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ ìbọ̀rì náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀
ìbọ̀rì náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ wẹ́ máa bu wẹ́ mùsẹ̀ ìbọ̀rì náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀ o.
ìnà máa kú ẹ̀ nà
mùsẹ̀ ìbọ̀rì náà yẹ́rì ọ̀ ẹ̀.
sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ la wò ìníwọ̀n gíbọ̀ tá ọ̀dẹ̀ náà máa mú ìrútú ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ pásítọ̀.
ẹ máa tẹ̀ nọ̀rọ̀ wò ní ọ̀fun gbẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ tekere yọ ude máa bù náà wà ọ̀dọ̀ wà mẹ́nà ọ̀kan wò wá wenúpò pọ̀ ọgbọ́n àríyìn náà fi wèrè ẹ lọ́rẹ́ ìkan àrí ọba wàrà tẹ miami ma ni wà gba òrè wà fi wèrè ẹ ni wà mẹ́wù pọ́nà àlùgàn ọbẹ̀ àrọ̀ èmi kèmí náà yà á rú náà má gé má làwọ̀ dá ọ náà yà á sì ṣéke ọmọ àríyèké wà kí má kí èwèrè gbé wọ́ ni má làwọ̀ dá ọ ọba àtọpẹ ilé ma tó pé àtúkò ètò ọsẹ túyàn mà wáyà ní dààmú ẹ ògì náà ọfún gbẹgbẹgbẹ wáyà rọ ọba àtọpẹ.
ẹdùnú pẹ wò wẹ náà mú ẹbùn náà lọgbà ògè ọkà mi wẹ kíyà ọkà mi wẹ kíyà ọjọ wẹ kíyà enogi wẹ kí òpọgbọn aláì náà wẹbi mami máàmù gbọn lèlú pọgbọn lẹwọ yà dẹ lẹwọ yà fìwé rí ẹ náà ha wẹ enoge wa fi bọ wìrì ẹ ìwà mà ọrì dàmí ọmọ ìyọ kpanate wa dèrò ẹ ẹyí yẹrì ọ mẹga isun kẹ́ẹ̀nà pa mẹga isun ayé ko báyìí má lè sọ fi bọ wìrì ẹ lẹwọ yà dẹ ẹnu ẹ n'ọya mà n'ọba n'ọya mà n'agbọn ya n'ọya mà n'ẹgwa ọba àtọpẹ ẹ.
níwọ̀n yà yí wọ̀dà yìí má bọ̀ ọ́nẹ́ zẹ́wẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́wẹ́wẹ́ tá abẹ́jọ́ wèé wàmí ẹ̀nì ẹ̀jọ́ wèé ni àrí yìí ńlámẹ̀ ake ma wọn ka wula mẹ ni kẹ ẹmẹ mi nọkì ariana asari abe nọ ẹlẹgbẹwi wọn náà wò mí dá o dó náà wò yẹn ṣe ariabe ayé bẹ yé wẹrẹ awọ ẹgbẹ ọmọ náà dàrọ ìjọ tó wà yàfẹ abẹdùn wẹ kátikátí ọtẹ ẹgbẹ ìdá ọsà ọdún wẹ ọgbẹ ìgbọmọkwa èyí bẹ jọ tó abẹ ọkàgẹ lè yàfẹ wà bẹ mìíràn ọkàgẹ lọmọ náà bá ọmọ tí yàn wà wọ náà gbọ ẹ ìyẹn dọlẹ wò yìí kábọ dọlẹ yìí ṣe wasetiwi abiko kugbe ugewine emina tada ogeva no pa wege aye mi do ewe e na wa ro pa o e no etewe kagele gabo dutu ya fe o tewe no rugbo gbo geto we ya fe ya fe ni ke na ke o kagele ni re dade wo mani rubota na ma geto wa wala o wakabo awun na se ne komike na re na gbo ya fe ma geto o don we abe nigi abi iku eki wa lao wa be du eki yari wa yore ke wa na idu eki o e ma mana mu gi bota o de na yoto ọba àtọpẹ
sir
RTV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Alright guys, another lovely episode of your number one rendezvous for men on television, and I'm talking about the guys Hangout Show on independent television, reaching you live from the ancient city of Benin. Yes, I love to call it the city where the king is truly king. Now, for starters, the guys Hangout Show is one unique show that gives men a voice in the society. You know, in a society where men are really not given the pride of place, especially when it comes to self-expression, right? Men are not giving the audience that they desire or that they deserve. Unlike the other gender, of course, you know, every time a woman cries out about marginalization, abuse, or whatever it is, society is always very quick to react, unlike us men. So the real question is, why does it seem like the society is silent every time a man comes out, you know, to complain or cry about abuse? So that's basically what we're talking about tonight. Violence against men. Why does society seem silent? And of course, I'm not alone. I've got an amazing personality in the house with me. It's been a long time, and I know we haven't really done this in a long while. He goes by the name of Michael Imagbejion.
Yeah, you got that right.
I did, right?
Yeah.
It's good to have you in the building, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's
You
been
look
a
good.
while.
How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been wonderful. You know, the sun is not friendly.
No, it's not. I mean, sometimes I just wonder if someone is, maybe an angel is cooking in heaven, and
we're
the heat
suffering.
is, seriously.
Yeah. It's been all good though. The politics and the economy. It's not really been nice, but we're still surviving.
Surviving. I mean, we have no choice than to keep pushing.
Of course.
Right? We owe ourselves survival.
All right.
Okay, so let's
That's the
get right
basics.
to the business of the day. Yeah, you heard me when I started. Violence against men. First of all, violence is a very serious issue, right? And when it comes to men, it's a different ball game. Of course, we understand that on no account must anybody perpetrate violence towards another, right? But every time a woman comes out to, you know, complain about violence or being abused, society seems to be very quick to react. But when a man comes out to complain that his woman, for example, is abusing him, there's usually this, you know, lackadaisical attitude from, you know, the average person in the society. Like, some persons even mock him. Like, how can you even come out to say that your wife or your woman is abusing you? So let's begin like this. How would you describe or define violence? Does violence only have to do with physical assault, or there's much more to it?
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. Let's look at the denotative meaning of violence.
Violence, okay.
All right, so what is violence? I think according to the lexicographers, they said that violence is aggression towards someone.
Okay.
They didn't say physical. They just say being aggressive, being
okay.
belligerent towards someone. So if I come towards you and I start saying some things that might hurt you psychologically or physically, emotionally, that's what violence means, basically, in the denotative aspect of it.
Okay.
You get, it doesn't have to be I carry wood and used to hit you,
Okay.
whether in battery or...
In other words,
you know,
it goes way beyond the physical.
of course, definitely. It can be psychological, it can be, you know, emotional. That one is one of the worst. Yeah, that one is worse than the one is a physical one, because it can travel with you for eternity.
Okay.
Because if I say something that is that maybe it affects you or it relates to what you are passing through, I can
Probably
take that
strikes a
thing.
chord in me that reminds me of
Of
something.
course,
I've
it
been
reminds me of what I've tried to, you know, forget. It will be, you'll be melancholic for days, for months, for years. You get, so that violence cuts across the spheres.
Okay, now let's take a look at violence as it affects men.
Yeah.
Because it's a guys hangout show, so it's very important that we
They start line it to the guys.
do you get it? So
Yeah.
with all due respect to our the women in our
They
lives,
understand.
our moms, I hope you understand. So I mean, this is us, right?
Yeah,
And like I said, the guys hangout show is about giving men the pride of place, and of course, you know, teaching them to prioritize themselves. A lot of times, men come out to complain about, you know, violence against them. Okay. For example, I think there's a video on social media that I stumbled upon of a man, I think based abroad, whether in the UK or in the US. He was having issues with his wife. It was some sort of an argument or something. And then the wife was assaulting him, like physically assaulting him. The man was visibly provoked. He was pushed to the wall, but he couldn't do anything. If not for any reason, for the fact that they are based in the Western world, where
Of course,
the right of the woman is highly protected.
Of course.
And you dare not lift a finger on the woman over there. So the man was being assaulted. So the $1 million question here is, why is it that, first of all, what gave that woman the audacity to hit the man? Let's start from there.
Well, from what you say, Jose, you say the Western world. All right, that's already a coverage for the woman. She believes she's under the protection of the government. So she believes she can do anything she wants to, and the man will not reciprocate.
But should it really be like that?
It shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately, they're in a place whereby she feels this protection and I can do what I want to do and get away with it. If you hurt me, then you're out of this place. So she's under that protection, in quotes. So she just feel like, okay, I can do anything I want to do. But for me, I don't think that kind of marriage is under love. You might even find out that it's the woman that sponsored the man overseas. Most of the men that take the women overseas, most of them, you see the women being excessively submissive. You get, but so maybe in that scenario, I think maybe the woman
is the one that has
the sponsor them. So I can do anything I want to do to you because I brought you here, and that's one.
Just
Secondly,
like the saying, who pays the pipe up and dictates the tune.
you get that idiom. You get, so I'm the one that brought you here. That's one, and two, I'm under the protection. So I can do anything I want to do to you. Nothing will happen.
Now let's talk about the need to empower men to speak up, especially in circumstances of this nature, because society encourages women to speak up. Society even goes as far as advising women to take a walk from such toxic relationships. Okay, so as a woman, if you're being abused by your husband or by your man, you are advised to walk away from that relationship or marriage. But why is it that when the reverse is the case, when the man is the victim of abuse, a lot of times he's even advised to just overlook. In some cases, he's told to walk away from the scene.
Of course.
Just to douse the tension. But do you think that is a permanent solution to that problem?
All right. Definitely, running away is not actually the best. Has not always been the best, and will not always be the best.
Okay.
You get some. If let's use my mine as an example now. Let me use an exemplum. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
If I like someone, if I love someone, I wouldn't want the person to go. And I will not want to leave. Okay. Because, like I said in one of our episodes of the series, I said love is putting someone else's needs before yours.
Above yours,
Yeah, you understand. So I think I would try to devise a means for us to settle down, for everything to be copacetic. Like, let me get I don't have to run. Okay. But if I get to see that, just because you love someone, a person you love can also leave you. A person you love can also leave you. I can't die because of you. There are many fish in the river. You understand? So we have to talk about it. If I see that it's not working out, then I won't use the door. I will use the doors. I will have to run.
Okay.
You get? I'll use the door. I'll use the window. I will flee. So because of the fact that I love you doesn't mean I will die in the relationship. You get? So, but the first time at the outset, what you need to do is talk it out with the person. The person is mature. The person is mature enough. Talk it out with the person. If it's not working out, then use the doors and use the windows.
Okay, because you see, I was actually going to ask you what to do in a situation where dialogue doesn't seem to be working. Because there are some persons who are just unreasonable. No matter how diplomatic you try to be with them, it's like you're just pouring water into a rock because it can't penetrate. You understand? It can't retain the water. So it's a waste of time trying to reason with some persons. Some people are very quick to go physical, right? Let's not even, like you rightly said, let's try not to make it just a physical thing. There's also the verbal thing. You're having a misunderstanding, a little bit of a conflict with your partner, and then she's already saying words that are, that even pierce harder than a knife. Do you understand? How do you handle a partner like that? Like, how do you even begin to try to make them engage you in a peaceful dialogue?
Let's talk. Like, all right.
Yes. How do you do that?
First of all, I think there's this idiom that says that where your treasure is,
there your heart will be.
All right. Now, a woman that is mature and loves you, I said mature and loves you.
Okay.
She will want to talk, because if you're without dialogue, you are not going anywhere. The situation will deteriorate.
You may not even be able to identify the problem.
Good. The situation will deteriorate. You understand? So we have to talk. If she's interested in the man, she must find a way. She may be acting up, but she'll be like, okay, talk. Let me listen to what you want to say. She's just using means to just listen. If she's really interested, or if she's still interested in the man, she want to hear what the man wants to say. But if she's not interested in anything, it means she's no longer interested in the relationship.
So she's probably fed up and just wants out.
She's fed up. That thing that happened, that altercation that broke out, is just an excuse, a flimsy excuse for her to leave. It's been coursing through her veins for a long time.
So you're
Like,
saying that there are probably remote
Of
issues,
course.
unaddressed issues
Yes.
that have been, welling up in her.
yes,
up
of
until
course.
now.
That one was just the time bomb. Just set it off. You understand? She's been nursing in her heart. It's been coursing through her veins. Like, I want to leave. That was just a good reason, in quotes. But to the man, it's a flimsy excuse. So if she's not interested, come on. Okay, let's have a business idea or a business deal. And this business deal will take us to, let me say, the promised land, in quotes. Now, I want us to come together, sit, plan, rejig everything so that we can get somewhere. Now, without doing that, we can't get anywhere. So for that reason, now the woman or the lady, in quotes, we need to sit together as mature people. That's first. As mature people and talk about things. Then we can, look forward to a brighter future.
All right, in case you're just joining us, it's the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, and tonight we're taking a look at violence against men. Why does society seem silent? Some persons have argued that the reason it seems like nobody really shows interest whenever a man is a victim of domestic abuse or violence is because men are considered to be the stronger vessel. Just like the Holy Book says that the women are the weaker vessel. So, because men are known to be naturally strong, whenever whenever they're experiencing something of that sort, they are not supposed to express themselves. They're not supposed to show their vulnerability. If a man comes out to cry, for example, that his wife has been beating him, there are women who are naturally stronger than men.
Of course.
I think society doesn't actually examine that fact.
Amazons.
You understand? There are women who are just strong by nature.
Of course.
And I've seen videos on social media of men getting really, really, whooped. By
the men are not strong.
It's not like they're not strong. It just so happens that, their women are stronger than them and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that, okay, let me just paint a scenario. You could be walking along the road and you see a woman assaulting a man physically. You might not feel the need to step in and try to intervene, right? Because you feel like, okay, maybe, in fact, some persons might even conclude that the man might have insulted or done something wrong to warrant that. But the reverse would be the case if you're walking along the road and you see a man assaulting a woman. The natural instinct in you would prompt you to intervene and try to save the woman from the man. Now, why this disparity?
Okay, first, I think we all look but see differently. Some people see it as another way. I want to see it as something else. Generally, men are seen as very strong, and they should be able to defend themselves. They should be. In fact, it is ignominious to the society that a woman is beating a man. In fact, it's unheard of. Like
some will even find it amusing.
Of course, it's very funny. Before you never bring it on the phone and posting it on air. So because of that general belief that
men are stronger than women,
the general belief that the man is stronger than you should be able to beat the woman.
But the same society would raise an eyebrow and crucify the man if he dares lays a finger on her.
Unfortunately, that's what happens. That unfortunately is so pathetic because normally, I think should I say 98 to 2%, you will hardly see a woman beating a man, but it can happen. So for some men, you just see them, they'll just allow their spouse or their partner to be hitting them. They won't do anything. Some persons see that as, what is it with you? You're supposed to be coy about this now. Why are you doing this? Like a woman is beating you, are not ashamed. This same set of people will be the one, you're not ashamed.
Yeah.
If it were me, no, there'll be blood. But if you raise your hand on this particular woman, the same people will raise their hands on you. You get it? They'll be like, you're not ashamed, you're beating a woman. Okay. So you see the way the world works. It's not actually fair to men. The world is fairer to the women. Understand? So if a man does come and raise their hands on a woman, it's something else. You get it? So the system favors the women.
I totally agree with you. And just like someone would say, the game was rigged against men from the very beginning, right? But let's begin. Let's not, because that's basically what this episode is about, right? We're looking at how men can begin to find solace in a world where it seems like their voice or their voices don't matter. Yeah. Do you understand? Like I said, there are some things a man would come out to say and the people would listen. But there are one of the reasons why a man cannot even come out to tell you that he's been abused by his wife is because of how society would react, just like you said. For instance, if I come out now to say, "Oh, my wife is beating me," I'm sure a lot of persons are going to look at me like, "Are you?"
What give you the goal to
Do you understand?
speak,
So
speak out?
what do you think society can do to give men a sense of closure and belonging? So much so that whenever they feel abused, whenever they feel assaulted, whenever they feel like their sense of manliness is being taken away from them, they can come out and speak and be confident that their voices will be heard. What do you think society can do better? Because we really can't continue like this.
All right. Thank you very much. I think I have 2 points in that. First of all, the community or the society, I beg your pardon, they should stop being judgmental. They should stop being judgmental. See, sometimes if a man wants to hit a lady, he would think like, look at the stigma I'm going to pass through.
Yeah.
If I do this, so he's traumatized by the fact that what the society will say.
And
that's the judgment.
What effect it will have on him.
Of course, so they should stop being judgmental. Like they should just stop that. If they stop that, we'll open up. You understand?
Okay.
In fact, we will have our own non-government NGOs coming to our rescue.
Yes.
But that judgmental aspect of the society, it kills the morale of the men.
Okay.
You get? Now, let's use the other part, which is sentiment. Many persons are sentimental. For example, you see many women talking aggressively, like aggressively.
Running a man down.
Yeah, like, why would you want to do that to a woman? They don't want to know what happened. They don't want to know the cause. What happened is that you hit a woman that is a weaker vessel, the bearer of your children. That's that sentiment.
On no account must you lay a finger on her.
That is it. So you just see a woman goes to a pub, carries water and pour on the husband. Come on now, that's embarrassing. You get? That's embarrassing. That's ignominious to the society.
Yeah.
Now that man, out of should I say shame, or if he's looking as if he's being belittled. Some of the persons with they'll be like, woman is doing this to you.
Yeah.
They are judging him, so he wants to raise his hands and
To prove that he is a man.
He's actually the man, but he will think again. If I do this, there's going to be a
What
problem.
will the consequences
Because some women will just come out and take it on their shoulder. They don't want, if you see them, they don't want to know what happened. Their own is they will show you the part of the video where you are
they got
assaulted.
assaulted.
They will ellipse the
They
part.
won't tell you the part
Yes.
that they played in the whole.
That one is not their business.
Okay.
The part is the man's fault.
Okay.
So they're being sentimental. So that sentiment and that being judgmental are the things that if we reduce this to the barest minimum, to the nada, it can help us a lot.
You talked about NGOs
Yeah.
and the need to set up bodies that take up issues that have to do with violence against men, just like we have it, for women. For example, I think in the University of Benin there is such an arm that's called Center for Gender Studies.
Center for Gender, yeah.
And a lot of times when you hear gender studies or gender affairs, you already know it's referring to women, whereas it's supposed to be a two-way thing, right? So can't we have, a balanced system that also caters for the need of men, especially as regards domestic abuse, right, and violence against men? For example, if a woman is being abused, you see lots of NGOs, human rights activists, women's rights activists, jumping to her defense and even calling for, the prosecution of the man, calling for justice, asking that, justice prevails in favor of the woman. But why isn't that? Don't you think, men should begin to also, do you even think it's possible
That men,
for us to have such, bodies? Yes.
All right. Now, I don't think anyone will be praying I don't think anyone should be praying that God should be protected, because God can protect himself.
He even offers protection.
Of course. Now, some persons see that men are protectors, so they don't need protection.
Is that true? Do you think that's right?
Definitely not. It's just
because these stereotypes do more harm than good. It's one of the reasons why the boy child feels like I have to defend myself. And the only way he knows to defend himself is to put up his fist. And the question is, to what end? That leaves us with, a society of bruises and scars.
Yeah.
So don't you think it will also make sense for us to have NGOs and, men's rights activists?
It will make sense a lot. funny part of it, if you bring it up, it will be laughable to society. It'll be like, what are people doing? What are people trying to
protecting men for?
What is this? What do you want to protect a protector? What's the point of this one? Okay, because we have ours, you want to have yours. It just seems like it's redundant. What's the point of this? What's the point? Like someone that has a gun, you are giving the person a needle to protect himself. You get, so it just seems so redundant to the society. Like there's no point of this. No, I believe once in a while, or maybe back in the day, someone must have had the idea of bringing this thing up.
Okay.
But some other persons,
these factors that you've just mentioned.
Good. Some other person will be like, sir, with all due respect, I don't think there's any point to bring this up because you don't have sponsors, you don't have anything. Like, what is the point? What do you mean? What do men? Why do men need protection when they actually protect us?
Do you think
which is terribly wrong?
Do you think the shame factor also has a thing to do with this? Because just like you said, it's the same factor that makes men, swallow a lot of these things up. A man is being abused and he feels like, if I come out now, which mouth will I use to say that I'm being abused? Do you understand? Who would even believe me? Yeah. And how will it sound in the ears of people? So I think, don't you think this is the same reason why we don't have NGOs and, groups that saddle themselves with the responsibility of protecting men just the same way we have it for women? Because, if we come up with such groups, people are going to start asking questions and saying, are you guys not ashamed?
You're not ashamed, yeah. All right. Now, because of this concept of this ignominy, most of these causes of suicide, sometimes it's because the pressure on society, from wife, from spouses, from partners, it has coursed through the man's veins. It's going to the zenith. The fact he can no longer hold it down. He just want to let it go, but there is no therapeutic session where he can pour this thing out. Just imagine the man won't think like, how will he, even if racking his brain, like, how will he feel if I go to a therapist? I'm telling the therapist that my wife
assaults me,
is assaulting me, is maltreating me. It will just be filled up. Okay, see, the society right now, or the economy right now is not favorable. By the time you start, say, a man right is focusing on getting daily bread.
Okay.
And apart from that, you are pressurizing the man. If everything is too much, what will the man do? He will just think, what should I do? This place isn't supporting me. The society will not support me. If I go against, everybody's against me. Let me just end it all. So that shame factor is causing depression and one of the reasons of this suicidal attempts.
So quickly, just as we begin to wrap up in less than 1 minute, what do you think can be done to give men a sense of belonging and also reduce, you just mentioned suicide, which is a very extreme consequence of this issue. So what do you think can be done to give men a sense of belonging and also make them, give them a feeling that they are welcome in the society and that there's no shame in crying out that you're being abused? In less than 1 minute.
All right, I think first of all, I think we should leave that shame part. They say you die in shame. You die. You better speak up. I speak out, I speak up than to die in shame.
Okay.
Let's forget about the shameful parts. We are humans. We feel, we have emotions.
God's blood flowing through our
veins. Of course. So let's forget about whether being a man or whatever. You get. So let there be a body. Let there be an NGO. Just like everything. See, most women do complain about inequality. I think this is where the inequality is playing right now. Since they have theirs, why should we have ours?
So gender equality should find expression in this regard.
In all spheres.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. I really do appreciate you really threw so much light on this particular subject, and I hope that our viewers out there have learned a thing or two from this. It's been the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, and we've been taking a look at the issue of violence against men and why society seems silent. Now, if you're a man out there and you're going through violence, you're suffering from some sort of abuse from your partner or from anybody, from your fellow man or from a woman, please speak up. Nobody should die in silence. Everybody should have a voice. I don't think there's any reason why you should allow anybody reduce you to a point where you feel less of yourself. Okay, so if you feel like you need to say something, please do say something. Okay, that's the only way you can find closure. My name is Harry Aigboje. It's been an amazing time on the show tonight, and I want to say that it would be nice for us to do this again, same time, same station next week. But in the meantime, make sure you stay out of trouble, do the right thing, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Once again, welcome to this fitness show on ITV this morning. I'm Gato Destiny, aka Man of Steel. Already, I've introduced us to the use of cardiorespiratory exercises, and aerobics. This morning, once again, we want to take another variation of the aerobics. Thank you all to watch. We will be stretching first, of course, otherwise called the warm-up, which is very essential and necessary in every workout. Afterwards, we'll do a cool down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inward, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please return that, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. For our waist and of course on our torso, we have to do some stretching. Please place your hand by your side. And let's go. This direction first, please. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that will be fine. And of course this way. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And before the last one, let's place our hand behind our back. Mind you, this it's proper this way. Don't go like this, it's wrong. Just do this or alternatively do this. Alright? But I prefer this personally. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should stretch your back for you. Of course, let's do our thigh stretch. 1, 2, 3. Remember, when you pull your thigh, ensure that your elbow is directly facing, your knee is directly facing the ground. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be fine. Guys, are we good? Yeah. Alright, the first program to be run this morning will be the mountain climb. Yeah, many of you are conversant with this move. And of course, we will be introducing more to you. But for now, let's hit this. Alright, let's step down to it. Yeah, all good? Yeah, good. Let's go. We're going 3 sets and 10 reps each. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Alright, please. Woo. Yeah. How do you feel? Yeah. That was set 1. It's necessary you do your workout, the reps, and you set. Alright, so that was the first set, and we're not wasting time going for the second set. The minimum break duration for every set should not exceed 20 seconds, and a minimum of 10 seconds. Alright, we're good with 10. Of course. Let's do it again. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, when you do this, more effect will come to your abdominal region if you just look up while doing it. What I mean is this. Alright? So not body weight is, but there's nothing wrong with staying this way. However, breathing your head might place more pressure. Alright, for the very last set of this mountain climb, let's get down, please. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, at this junction, we will take water break. We'll join you in the next workout for this very session. Thanks very much. Once again, I'm the Leader for Destiny. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa. Yeah, the other leg, please. 3, 2, 1. And when you do this, ensure that your knee gets to the level of your chest. Okay? Well, that's the maximum level you get. And of course, the minimum here. I understand not everyone is as flexible as I am or as anyone here. Please, well, just keep it safe and do the right thing. Thanks very much. Alright, we'll go on the left. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa, that's exhausting. How do you feel? Yeah, thank you very much. And this is the last set of this workout. Remember, every workout should be done this set and the rest. Alright, thank you. Let's do this. Let's go to left to right, brother. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, we'll also let's go. 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa. And that'll be all for this morning. Alright, remember, I said in the beginning, before any workout, there's need for warm up. And after that, there's also need for cool down. And this is the cool down. Alright guys, just sustain the breath, watch this first. Ensure that your knees are locked, alright? This one goes for the hamstrings, the calf, and as well as the lower back. Doing this. Swing it, swing it, swing it. Got that? Alright guys, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, just 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. So, lastly, what we did before we started, let's stretch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the last thing. Yeah. Please let's target our hamstrings. Do this. Just sit inside of it. Alright? Please do not stand on it. Keep a dash it. That means this. On the horse stand, just this. Alright? Stand 1, 2. Yeah, this is a form of squat though, but this is not the purpose of developing or building the hamstring muscle, it's just for stretching it. Yes, today you do not need to use weights to build your pectorals, your chest, and of course your biceps, your biceps and triceps. You have programs you can do at home and get what you want. You understand? So we'll be doing push-up this morning, otherwise called push-ups. We're doing push-ups this morning. And of course, we have our ladies. There are variations for ladies. Please watch them very closely to get, if you're a lady out there, watch them closely to get what you have to do. And of course, our guys are here. Thanks very much. Let's hit it, guys. Are we ready? Are we good? Yeah. We're going to do the pyramid first, which is the closed range and push-up. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa, how does that feel? Yeah, that's the first set for this morning. And we'll be doing 3 sets of that. Meanwhile, the first one was close your hand in pyramid shape. And that one goes for the tricep. For ladies that have sagging hand, you can do that actually, and it will help you. And of course, this time around we're doing mid-open, and finally we'll do wide range of it. So we're going there now. The mid-open. Let's go. 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, and 10. Alright, that's for the mid open. And someone wants to ask, why exactly are the ladies crossing their legs? Why they cross legs for ladies? Now you understand that the guys have more defined muscles, and of course to bring more weight on the upper body, we go on the what's called the toes, picking all the weight in the body to the upper body. But for ladies, they do not need much weight, just that. So we break it down at the knee level by crossing the leg. So the weight used starts from this very region. You understand? Alright, thank you for watching. Alright, for the last very set of this exercise is the wide range or the push-up. Particularly intended to build the side of the chest. Do you understand? Alright, let's hit it. Okay, this is wide enough. At least double your shoulder width. Double your shoulder width is enough. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How many of you noticed I cheated there? I actually did 1, I did 2, and I called it 1. Yeah, just to leave more emphasis on that part. But today, thank you guys. Yeah, we're awesome. But today, we're done with this. Thanks very much for watching. Please, be safe.
In the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name. grasping into life. Life is happy, but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV, certainly the best.
Pourquoi Atwagé, Ojúde aṣáájú ọbẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́pẹ́. Àyàbá sọ́kì ọbẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́pẹ́. Àlàyé àtọ́jú ọbẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ̀túwà.
Omonoba Nedo Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Sultan rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ikoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Isoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Immortal Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II. Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Immortal Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, Chok, known as Uri, represented a mixture from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, the Side Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
TV, certainly the best.